Chuk, 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 chuk. Chuk, chuk, chuk. Chuk, chuk, chuk. Hello, good morning, bon dia, welcome back to another video where Yuan is in a tree. It's a beautiful day here in central Portugal. We've had the most delightful weather all week. Spring is just the best. Today we are going to be cracking on with the chicken coop. We're praying it will get finished and someone very helpful is coming to give us a hand later. So first things first, we actually bought ourselves a little wood chipper. That's what we're going to get on with first this morning. In this beautiful sunshine. Do we know the wattage of this? No. 2,500 watts. Is AC on?
Yeah.
A lot of people ask why we sometimes burn like the brambles and stuff, and we always thought that buying a wood chipper would be a very expensive endeavour, but we borrowed our friend's that is about €90 and it worked really well for what we need, so we've actually purchased one ourselves. So we've got a lot of chipping to do because Yuan is pruning all of our trees. The building inspector has arrived. Come to give us a hand. It's Uncle Nick from Project Portugal. And what is it you said about our work so far?
Excellent. Best I've seen two beginners do.
Thank
honestly.
you. It's not as bad as we thought, but
look, what you've got now is a solid structure, which is what you were after in the first place. It may not be particularly square, but it's good enough. And the best thing is you've done it yourselves.
we learned a
What
lot.
more could you want? There's a few little mistakes we can rectify now with a judicial hammer and cutting the blocks the right size and stuff. An odd length here to I don't know what to do with. Yeah, we'll get there.
we have one mix ready, which we normally just do one at a time because it takes us so long. But Nick reckons to get another mix on the go, see if we can just smash out the next few layers. So we're going to be doing 2 courses all around, and then just on this bit a 3rd course for the roof to sit on like this. So I think we were just hitting them a bit too softly. You're giving them a good
I don't
whack.
do much softly, to be honest. You can hit them hard on the ends. So this bit here you have to be fairly gentle with.
That's what we'd find, is they'd just break
Or else
in
you'll
the
break
most.
it all in the wrong place. Yeah.
Hence this pile of graveyard of breeze blocks here. Right. I was using this because there is a lot of gravel in it.
What's up? Sí, tutto stai. Ciao.
So me and Ewan just went to get sand, and already Nick is on it. So this is very different to what we did. You've put the mortar across it all.
Only because there's a reason for it. The mortar we have to use now
Yeah.
is a bit wet.
Ah, okay. So you want it to dry a
Spread it
bit.
out, it dries out.
Oh, it looks like butter icing.
That's what it's supposed to look like. I'm trying to get a straight line.
Good luck.
Ish.
Oh, that's a pretty good fit. We've had a cup of tea and some eggs for lunch, and back onto it. It's very sunny, so I'm going to wear my silly hat. So we have a bit left. This is pretty much all done. Nick's coming on Friday to help us with another job, but that'll be in the next video. So we just need to cut this so we can get the roof on. We're gonna go put this into the driveway. A good job should always be finished with a nice cold beer. Frankie just came for a cuddle whilst I was drawing. I think she's cold without her fur. Oh, sausage dog. It's a bit hard to draw with you sat here, though. You need to come out a bit more. You're stretching my jumper a bit here, though. Get your ears out. What's the cuckoo saying? I'm allowed to lock my arm, Frankie. So I'm just by the greenhouse and I had 4 avocado pits in this pot and I figured they'd all died in the frost. So I dug them out to plant this Aquilegia, however you say it. But they're all looking pretty much like they've still got life in them actually, which is very exciting. So I don't do anything fancy. I learnt off my friend Joe just to stick them in the soil and see what happens, so they're doing pretty good. So I'm going to cut off all the dead bits and put them in their own pots with some fresh soil. I'm going to use these much bigger tree plant pots for them. You know, it takes up a lot of compost, and I've got quite a few plants that died, so I'm going to take the compost from them. It's a good way to clean out my greenhouse to fit all the seeds in. It's getting pretty full. Ah. There is life on this pepper. Well, let's see how they do. I'll put them in the greenhouse. This pepper that was showing signs of life, I'm going to pot back up, chopped off most of it. And then the other ones, I'm just going to put the roots in some water and see if they come to life too, because I was not expecting that. Grow, little pepper, grow. And all my house plants some TLC. So we're still a bit concerned that Ali might be egg bound, so I was just watching a video that said if you soak their bums for 20 minutes in warm water, and Epsom salts if you have them, we don't, and you just do that every day, it should help them to pass the egg, and if you give them extra calcium as well. So I'm going to try that because we're still only getting 2 eggs a day, which means she's not laid for a while. I'll link the video in the description in case any of you found yourself with an egg-bound hen as well. A lot of the comments said they followed that procedure and the chicken laid within a few days of doing it, so hopefully this is going to help. So Yuan is currently out strimming. He's got a lot of strimming jobs on at the moment, so he's been out the last 3 days. So I've been doing a lot of gardening work, and I've got a few things to do here in the kitchen now, a few like random little things that need doing, so I thought I would bring you along. Someone sent me on Instagram a link to a video about making sweet potato slips, so I bought these sweet potatoes from the organic shop to try and sprout some slips from. And then I've got all these tea seeds. So we soaked them in the autumn and they didn't crack, so we left them in soil over winter to see if they needed stratification, you call it, when they have a cold spell. So I'm going to soak them again and see what happens. They may all just float and be dead, but we shall try. And then my best friend got married in Florence the other month, that's why we're in Italy, and the place names on the table were these sweet seed papers, so I'm going to try and soak them and get them growing. I have 1 tamarind seed left, and this needs to be soaked in some boiling water. That means I can make myself a cup of tea at the same time. So yeah, lots of random little things to do. I've got some bulbs to plant as well, they need to go. outside, not in the kitchen. Just got some rainwater from the IBC tank. The video I watched today put 3 toothpicks in each potato and put them in glass. I don't have toothpicks, but I do have these barbecue skewers, so I figured I could just put it through each of them. I'm not sure which way that's supposed to go actually. Trying it with the pointy end facing down. Hopefully that's right. They're all floating. Not a good sign. Okay, I'm going to give them like 48 hours. See, hopefully some of them drop down. Okay, and these are the little seed papers, so you're supposed to soak it and tear it into little pieces, just to release the seeds. Now I need to put everything everywhere where cats are not going to knock them over, which is always a fun challenge. In fact, with cats in mind, I'm going to use some stick. And then sweet potatoes, I'm going to put them in the greenhouse. And then I've just popped the sweet potatoes here with these cherry tomatoes. Frankie just sits here all day waiting for Yuan to come home. Bless her. He'll be back soon, sausage dog. Are you happy there, Dodo?
Hi, sausages. Oh, shit. Dodo here. Dodo here. Dodo here. Dodo here. Dodo.
Okay, it's a few days later. We have all the DCs floating, so that is not good. I'm going to put them in soil because I refuse to accept that they are all dead. So we'll see if that happens. And then I'm also going to pop these in a pot too, see how they grow. Also, how blooming beautiful is our garden at the moment. This is all from the garden. This is why I love quince blossom season. They're just stunning. The lupins are all coming out, they smell gorgeous. It's pretty windy today. Very wishful thinking. All the pea seeds are in here. I'm guessing I just leave the paper on. So I just thought I would show you how the wood chip came out. We're pretty happy with that. It's going to work perfectly for what we need. I'm going to add this to the raised veg garden as a mulch. I'm just inside because it's so windy out there. I don't think you'd be able to hear me. And we're really chuffed because we were able to use our big beast to power the wood chipper. Really nice not to have to use the generator. So yeah, things are going good with this that we shared a couple of weeks ago. And anything that's too thick to go in the wood chipper is perfect to save as firewood. So that is what we're doing, and this will be keeping us busy for spring. Got lots and lots of this to make. I thought I'd just give you a quick update on Ali the chicken. Things are looking good. So 2 days after I gave her the warm water bath, she passed what is called a lash egg. I'm not going to show any images because it's really gross. It really grossed me out, but apparently it's something to do with like the lining where they produce the egg and then they build up this weird growth. Anyway, Google it if you want to find out more. Hopefully the warm bath helped her to actually pass that, and we've been keeping an eye on her. The next day she did lay an egg, but it was a soft shelled egg. We've had them before. I think it just happens often if they've not got enough calcium, though we have been giving them oyster shells and feeding them back their own eggshells as well. So yeah, I'm not sure why she seems to not be getting enough. I did have a really calcic egg just before she got sick, so it was like an egg came out normal but it was covered in white calcium, so whether she kind of overused it on that egg, I don't know. But today we saw her lay a proper egg, so it was hard, it was normal, it wasn't this weird lash egg, and she seems really well in herself. So yeah, we're really happy about that. She is one of our most beloved chickens, she's the friendliest, and we would have been absolutely gutted to have lost her. So we're really happy to see that she seems to have recovered from whatever was ailing her. And turns out it probably wasn't depression like we thought. So Andy and Gary have joined the family anyway. They're a lovely new addition, really beautiful hens. Still settling in. But yes, the chicken saga seems to have somewhat resolved itself, just in time for us to have finished the block work on the chicken coop. Thank you again so much to Nick for popping round to help us actually get it finished this week. That was quite the saviour because I think we're both a bit sick of working on that. So we just need to build a door for it, get the roof on, and we'll be doing some work to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but we'll do that a little later on because we're ready to move on to something else. We're doing something quite exciting tomorrow. Nick and Ange are coming over to help us, something we're really looking forward to doing. So yeah, you'll get to see that in next week's video. Comment below if you can guess what it is. And is there anything you would like to add, Frankie? Oh, she's loving her new fur, I think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We've had quite a busy week. We've got a busy spring ahead, which we're really looking forward to. It's just the best time of year, in between the cold of winter and the horrible heat of summer that is like feeling on the horizon a bit, but I feel a lot better prepared for it this year. So hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye.